So
fun.
yeah, this is just like a user guide in how to scare the ever living shit out of either one of us.
Yeah. Yeah, please don't do it, though.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
We should jump into the episode, right?
Yeah.
Touch base
Since
on
we have a decent announcement to make.
and our gardens.
In our gardens, yeah. I'm hoping I'll get some actual work done on that because I got my fencing in.
You did.
I did. Hey folks, welcome to episode 120 of The Bar is Ankle High, your favorite ADHD podcast that explores life's low bars with wit and wisdom. My name is Katie.
And I'm Garrett.
And before we get into it, don't be mad. But we're gonna go on a seasonal break after this episode. Because shit's getting busy.
We are overworked and underpaid.
So, we are still planning to hopefully do like monthly Patreon episodes. So if you want more content, then join our Patreon for just $5 a month and help us keep the lights on by going to patreon.com/thebarisAnkleHigh. Another great, totally free way to support us is to follow us on every social media channel that you have an account. That includes TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and Blue Sky and YouTube and Threads. Do I post on every single one of those every day? No, I don't. But it is helpful.
I can hardly keep up with like my one personal account, and then I won't check my business account for like a week because I forget. Mm-hmm. What ADHD? I'm sorry, you can continue with what you're saying.
So as a quick reminder, we are everywhere, and our handle is at The Bar is Ankle High, and on TikTok, our handle is at Ankle High Pod. That's a great way to support us. You can also make sure you leave us a 5-star review wherever you find us, and like leave us a written review whenever you can. That is very helpful. At least 5 words, if you could. And yeah, but spring is really busy on a farm. And yeah, so it's just been crazy. PK's getting a new job. He's finishing up college. We're planning a wedding. Garrett owns a farm. Mm-hmm. Things are just a little bit crazy.
And a toddler.
And a toddler. Job. And we do have to fight the fall of the federal government. So it's just been busy. So we will be back. We do intend to come back. Don't worry. Don't worry. But there won't be weekly episodes for a little while. Yeah. And we're all going to be okay. That being said, last week's episode was a mashup of some of the extended cut stuff that we give to Patreon. And we did get a text message on Friday from a devout listener letting us know just how wrong we were about the plot of Little Women.
The plot, the setting, the year.
Who died.
Who died. I think it was mostly like the where and when really, really threw me.
Yeah, I said Dickensian England. Garrett said American Prairie. Like Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, like if you told me Kansas, period. I would be like, yeah, okay, Kansas, sure.
It turns out right. It's set in Massachusetts during the Civil War. So, and Joe doesn't die, Beth dies. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know who either of those people are. Sorry,
I just think that maybe if the book was a little bit more interesting, we would have not forgotten those facts. So
listen, if there was werewolf porn in the book.
Yeah, maybe if Joe got railed by a werewolf who looked like Joe Manganiello, then we'd be having a different conversation.
It's true.
Yeah. How about that?
I did start that fairy book, but
Oh, The Court of Thorn and Roses?
Yeah, I just, as soon as I start to read, I fall asleep. So it's like I get like 10 pages in, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's fair. I haven't started that one. I've heard like mixed things, and I'm kind of like, whatever.
Yeah, I'm also hearing mixed things. So, I mean,
we do also have a listener who read the porno about somebody fucking a doorknob. So,
that's true. The door, Unhinged, wasn't it?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yes, I between toddlerhood, trying to get through basic household tasks, my job, the farm. I became a union steward at work, so there's not enough hours in the day for my absolute most basic things like showering and eating.
Mm-hmm.
Let alone my like third job.
Right. But we're not going anywhere. Like, the podcast isn't ending.
No, we're just taking a break like we did last time.
Right. Yes.
Didn't we do that last summer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, we're just taking a little break. How is your garden going? How's your garden planning going?
Well, I did order a shitload of bush beans. So I just put those into some dirt yesterday.
Nice. They grow fast.
So I'm very, very excited. But yeah, all my seedlings are still indoors because it fucking snowed yesterday.
I let the ducks and the chickens out, and it was pouring rain and also snowing at the same time.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was really great. I loved it. Oh, I do also, in addition to the other things going on this spring, I have ducklings coming, and I will have baby chicks.
Oh, baby chicks too. Cool.
Yeah. So a friend of mine, her daughter's teacher, and there's a lot of like schools that do like the incubation with kids. So you give them the fertilized eggs and then they give you back chicks. So I don't have to do all the hatching process, which is good because I don't have the.
So do you have to give them the fertilized eggs though?
Yeah. So I have to.
So are you candling the eggs before you give them to them?
No, you like.
Are you just like, here, have some fucking eggs. Good luck.
That's kind of it. Yeah. So like because you're not going to see anything until like later on. So you let them sit indoors for like 7 to 10 days, I think.
It's like a sourdough starter.
Kind of. Yeah. And then you have to like turn them. You do still have to turn them.
Yeah, like in Jurassic Park.
So that the yolk doesn't like settle or something. I don't know. But there's somebody else to do all the like egg hatching stuff that I don't know about.
I mean, as long as there's nobody like Lenny in that classroom, you'll be fine.
Now watch. They'll hatch and they'll all be fucking roosters.
Well, right. So then what happens? Like if you get if you get a bag of cocks, what are you going to do?
I am going to have to find homes for them. List them for free on Marketplace and see if people will come pick them up. It's like my only choice. They'll be okay for like a while.
Can you eat roosters or are they gross?
No, I think it's just a chicken is chicken.
Oh.
Cock is... I hated that. As soon as I said it, I hated it. I'm sorry. I couldn't even finish the joke because I grossed myself out. So yeah, I'll also have 3 baby ducklings, and I'm giving them 10 to 15 eggs. I'm assuming I'll get back like, I don't know, anywhere from 5 to 10.
It depends on how much
chicks
touching butts those chickens were doing.
Yes, it does. Based on what I'm seeing, a lot.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of it. He's literally chasing down the hens outside. So, yeah, he's a real charmer, Siggy, who I have to approach with a broom because he's a fucking psychopath.
Well, he and your dog have meetings and discuss their attack plans. Evidently.
I do threaten the dog that he's going to have to go live with the rooster sometimes. I don't really mean it. I'm just saying.
It's okay if you mean it. I don't care. That dog pissed on me. So fuck that dog.
Tune into Patreon.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, guys, today's Patreon was pretty long.
It was. And weird.
But otherwise, I think my garden planning is going well. I do think this afternoon I'm going to try to break down some more wood and just sort of like get my bed set up because I would like to put that fencing in more or less where I want it so that I can really just start getting things situated. Because I do have some kale that I think overwintered. It looks like the roots are still pretty hardy. So the kale will be all set to go. My tomato plants usually come back.
Yeah, they like to self-seed.
Yeah. So those will be fine. I'm not worried about that. But yeah, I just kind of want to like get things started because it's going to be really rainy all week. And so I feel like...
Oh, yeah, that'll be good for them.
Kind of, yeah, like I'd like to just have at least the wood in there with some cardboard and let the cardboard get all soggy and gross and whatever. And so we'll see. We'll see how much energy I have after we're done recording.
That's the biggest thing. I mean...
Yeah.
And that's what I'm like thinking to myself. I'm like, no, I like legitimately need to just veg on the couch and like really not do anything. So
yeah, we were gonna go to the gym today, and then I was like, PK was like, what do you think about not going to the gym? And I was like, that actually works because there's a lot of things that I need to get done around here.
Oh my god, it's just like it's like I turn around and things like multiply when I'm not looking.
Yeah, I also need to put together my trampoline so that I can just bounce around when I have too much energy.
It's a good idea.
But that has to go in the garage because our basement is too short. I'll just concuss myself.
Oh my god. Jumping in between like floor joists.
But then I would feel like I would hit some old pipe and then be covered in pea water or something again.
Just like every outcome of this story, this like final destination
it's just
ends
me covered
with you
in
getting
piss.
golden showers. Like just every time. Golden showers.
There is a, so our TikTok account is in the TikTok Shop affiliate program, so we get some free samples of things. And one of the things that we got a sample of was this thigh and butt, like, firming lotion. Basically for, like, cellulite reduction or the appearance of cellulite and the appearance of, like, stretch marks. And so I was like, oh, it's a brand new product, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, but I'm not going to show you when I put it on my butt because that's a different website you have to pay for. And they thanked me for my video, so...
Please let us know your OnlyFans handle. And it's
Ankle
just
pod.
you putting it on your feet. God.
Yeah.
Starting OnlyFans.
That Irish comedian, Garen Music, I think is his Instagram handle.
The guy with the beard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He has an OnlyFans that he started as a joke where he like shits on people's like Christmas trees or how they like fill their plate for Christmas. And he like makes money off of it. He did a video about it and he was
bullying?
Like, yeah, he was like, you assholes, I did this as a joke and now I have to keep up with it because I keep making money off of it. It's pretty funny.
Darn.
Yeah.
I mean, I could probably, like, can I just film the chickens? Somebody's probably into that, right?
Absolutely.
I'll get their consent.
I mean, if they run up to you, I think that's what that means. According to some men, anyway.
From what I've read about chicken behavior, if the chicken runs up to you, it means, yes, please post us banging on OnlyFans.
Yeah, show us touching butts.
Yeah. Touching butts.
I just feel like it's how Tina Belcher would describe sex.
It just made me think of Tina Belcher. 100%, yes.
Butts, 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 butts.
Ridiculous. And how are your seedlings?
They're good. They're doing really, really well.
Have you thinned anything out?
Not yet. I do need to get I have some bell peppers that I do need to like spread out a bit. But other than that, nothing is really that crazy, I feel like. Because I like my zucchini and cucumbers and pumpkins were all like separate
like cells.
Yeah. When I started them. So even though they're in bigger containers together, they're like spread out enough that it's not an issue. So we'll see. I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping to get them in the ground, I guess the first weekend of May at this point.
Yeah.
And then see what takes. And then from there, I'll get additional ones from the store if I need to.
Yeah.
That are already started. But we'll see.
I'm looking... can direct sow, too. You may just be able to pop some in the ground, too, as a backup.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to having it outside. And I also do have some hostas and peonies that I need to put into the front gardens. So I might do that today.
Nice.
Because they're just bulbs and like, who cares?
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise... Oh, and I did get some herbs. So I started some herbs to put on our kitchen windowsill, and I ordered some like macrame things to hang.
Fresh herbs. There's just like, nothing like it.
Yeah, I had gotten a, God, this was like in 2010. It was like from Walmart, but it was like a planter with like rosemary, thyme, oregano, and...
basil, probably.
There wasn't basil. I want to say maybe parsley. But that thing like thrived. I have no idea what was in it. It lasted forever. I could have like not watered it for 2 weeks and it would like come right back. It did not give a single fuck. And we have actually a ton of crawling time in our yard instead of grass. So,
oh, cool.
Yeah. So I'm not like as worried about that.
Yeah.
But I would prefer time that my dog hasn't peed on.
Are you sure?
I'm certain.
I just feel like your story always ends with pee now.
Only because of you.
Listen, I didn't pee on you. The dog peed on you.
You know, your agent.
We didn't see you when it happened. So,
listen, your dog put his weenus in a hole and unleashed hell onto me.
He did. Warm hell. I
saw your coop.
Oh, yeah, it's nice, right? Amish.
It is nice.
My Amish coop.
Yeah. It's on like a trailer, though, or something. It looked up.
Oh, we
like
had it on a pallet.
High.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have it sitting up on a pallet, so it's not right on the ground. Yeah, that's one of the things we have to get done this spring. We have to get our coops. We have to put in a little, like, duck pond. We have to get our garden bed set up. And my dad's going to get, like, a little, like, workshop set up for us so we can, like, do project-y things. I have to figure out our, like, kitchen seating situation needs to get fixed, so I gotta...
Yes, it does. Fuck that bench.
I know. You know what? It sucks is it's really comfortable.
It is super comfortable. It's just not possible to get into.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't work.
If you want to also sit at the table.
Yeah, it doesn't work. So I got to redo that. So yeah, it's good timing to take a little break from the pod.
Yeah.
Which is too bad because it's fun, but.
It is fun.
We just don't have the time. But you know what? We do this no matter what we're doing. So it sucks for you guys because you can't listen to it, but for us, it's all the same.
Yeah, Patreon will still get to hear some of it. But yeah, it's going to be wild. Because we also, you still have to try on that second bridesmaid's dress.
Yep.
This is now maybe the 6th or 7th reminder I've given to Garrett.
I'll do it today. I'll do it today. I will. I promise. I promise I will.
Oh my goodness.
Now my kitchen's painted, so I feel like I can think about some other things. Because I don't have to stare at teal.
I dare you.
I triple dog dare you to try it on. I will. I'll try it on today.
Yeah, Garrett also, I don't know if we talked about it on the pod. I think we did. But I, like, reorganized her pantry for her back in February. And then we're in there, and she's like, yeah, I think I'm just going to take those pantry doors off and just completely redo the pantry. And I was like, this pantry?
Rude! That's what she told me. She told me it was hurtful.
Yeah, it was pretty hurtful.
Can we pause real quick? I have to run to the potty. Okay. I'm walking and he's like,
that has been my pets all weekend. Yeah. I was trying to, what was I doing yesterday? I had the sourdough, but I have like a huge jar because I'm making all these loaves of banana bread. Mm-hmm. So I have been maintaining a lot of starter.
Yeah, because it uses a good chunk.
Right. And it's a glass jar, and she just like stood in the middle of the fucking kitchen, and I was like, I already walked around her once, and then she just like stood there and like planted her feet, and I was like, are you fucking like move? You're not even doing it's not like you're begging.
Yeah.
You're just oh, I was so pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been very overstimulated by our pets all weekend.
Yes.
It's been great.
Yeah, I get that. I totally understand that.
Yeah.
I feel like, when we keep having these like fake springs and you think like, I finally did it. I made it through. And then we have a weekend like this. I'm like,
it always reminds me of the scene from Muppets Treasure Island where they get cabin fever.
Always reminds you of that.
And I'm just Tim Curry trying to get through.
There we go. It's just like Muppets Treasure Island.
Yeah. Duh.
That's how we could start every single episode we do. Picture it. Muppets Treasure Island.
We have been watching a lot of Daredevil on Disney Plus. I guess it used to be Netflix, but now it's Disney. The TV show, and it's very good.
Really?
It is. Yeah, it's extremely graphic. But it is quite good. I really like it. And the girl who plays Jessica in True Blood is in it.
Oh, okay, the redhead.
But so while that has nothing to do with anything other than we keep logging into Disney Plus, and I made PK's avatar animal from the Muppets. So I just see his avatar all the time.
Oh, wait. Daredevil. Okay. Oh, is Vincent D'Onofrio in it? This has a good cast.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, is this? Yeah, 3 seasons. Okay, so this guy's in it? Oh, okay. So he is in, I'm watching Boardwalk Empire right now.
Oh, yeah.
And he plays that guy Owen in Boardwalk Empire who is like, whew.
Yes.
Whew.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
There's also the guy, he's one of the kids from the Mighty Ducks. He's like one of the bruisers.
Oh, yeah.
And he plays his best friend.
This guy?
Yes. Yeah.
Eldon Henson. That's a name? That's a real name?
Wow.
And he's from Maryland. I wasn't expecting any of that.
Eldon.
But it's also got John Bernthal in it. He was in Walking Dead. He's been in a bunch of stuff. He's a really good actor. And Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, Rosario yeah, guys, we need a vacation.
Can you tell?
But yeah, no, it's a very good show. We're enjoying it quite a bit.
Yeah, that guy in Boardwalk Empire is fine.
Yeah, he does well in this show too.
Oh, yeah? Tell me more. I may watch this show.
Yeah, it's not bad. There's a different character where at one point, like, he looks like oh fuck. PK said who he looked like. He looked like Quinn from What Are We Watching? The guy named Quinn.
It's always the opposite. I can remember the thing that they're in, and I can't remember their name.
So Quinn is he's like a partner or whatever of Deb's in Dexter, in the original Dexter. But he gets like really thin at some point during Dexter, and he has like kind of hollowed out cheeks. And there's a character in Daredevil who looks very similar.
Yeah, this guy, he was actually also in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like, very briefly.
Oh. Well, it's not him in Daredevil, but there's somebody who looks similar to him in Daredevil.
Cheeks.
But then you see the character in Daredevil, and he has his shirt off, and I was like, it's like his arms and his head don't match his torso. Like, his arms and his head are too thin for his torso being, like, as muscular as it was.
My spouse is always saying that about John Hamm. But he's saying that John Hamm, like, he's, like, very, like, hunky looking, but then he has little chicken arms. When you see him in, like a tank top or something, or a t-shirt, and you can see he's got, like, kind of chickeny arms. Yeah.
Well, now I gotta look it up.
Yeah. No. My dog, who's now demanding to come into my lap. No. Oh, my God. Pulling the cord.
Yeah, I see what he's saying. But yeah, so things otherwise, though, I feel like I've also been kind of on a tear, and I think it's part of the cabin fever thing where I've just been on this like weird spring cleaning tear where I'm like, I have to get all of these projects done ASAP, and the fluctuating weather is not helping.
Yes. Because
then I'm feeling like very, not manic, but like I have to get this done now or else I won't. Yeah. Like, just answer my
I think it's been good that we've had some weekends where the weather hasn't been good, because it stopped me from like only focusing outside, because I definitely have that problem where once the weather's nice, I'm like, what do you mean I have to do laundry? I can't do laundry in the nice weather. So I think it was probably because if it had been really nice out, I would have had a hard time being inside painting. So I think I try and tell myself like, okay, this is just a good opportunity to refocus and do something in the house. So I've got a bunch of stuff like cleaned and organized and tidied and shit like that. Cleaned a window and the tracks were like fuzzy. There was just so much like junk on them. I was like, ew. So stuff like that.
I also this morning I got more of that like reflective film for our front windows.
Oh yeah.
To keep the sun out in the summer.
That's a great idea.
So I was putting that on this morning, and it just makes so much noise. And we were watching Daredevil while I was doing it, so it was just like absolutely outrageous. It was so noisy, and there was like a very intense conversation happening, and he was like, "You could not have picked a worse time."
Oh, you mean it's when I went and saw Endgame, Avengers Endgame, and started to adjust my chair at a very emotional scene, but then realized I was doing it the wrong way. So it was just like, and my spouse almost divorced me right then and there in the movie theater. I literally got like, are you fucking kidding me right now? And I think actually everybody else in the theater
much what I
was
did
like,
this morning.
Are you fucking kidding me right now? What?
Some guy dressed like Thanos is about to snap your neck.
Yeah, maybe. It's going to be a busy summer. We're going to be sticking it to the man.
Fuck yeah.
Doing the garden thing. We have our delivery of compost coming at the end of this coming week.
Cool.
10 yards, I think. And we got our wood chips for the ground in the garden around the beds.
Oh yeah, when I was walking into your house, there's like daffodils and tulips just like everywhere in that yard. Like there's like no rhyme or reason to where the flowers are planted.
Everywhere.
Like I felt like I was like, oh, blah blah blah. I'm like talking to your birds, and then I like looked down. Yeah, exactly. I was like, I just destroyed some plants for sure.
No, I know. They're like all over the place. And we were doing like spring cleanup because we had that like warm bit of weather in like early March. And we were out there like raking up the no less than 500 bazillion leaves that fell in the fall. And we were raking all those up and suddenly I was like, oh my God. And there was just like, you would pull back the leaves and there was just a whole like bed of a million tulips. And I'm like, oh my, like I have to get all these up. Otherwise they're going to die and we're not even going to know what's here. So then it was like a mad dash to get everything like raked up. And
it's kind of the story of your life.
Yes, it is. I'm literally always running to do something all the time.
Yeah. Speaking of, I mean, you did mention that you're a union steward, but you did text me to tell me that you had the application completely filled out and at your desk for like a week. And then just barely emailed it in before the deadline.
I had 6
like
minutes.
10 minutes
to spare.
6 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before the deadline expired.
So like you only need, I don't know, 3 or 5 signatures on your petition. But I wanted to be an overachiever and have more. Not that it like mattered. And then like I had a friend who was on vacation. I wanted to wait for her to sign it when she got back. And so I just like hung on to it longer than I was planning on. And then the whole day was like, ooh, you got to send that application. Ooh, you got to send that. Ooh, ooh. And it was one of those, like, I had it folded up. It was in my bag. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'll grab that. Oh, I'll grab that. And then it was literally, like, 4:50. And it was due by 5 o'clock that night. And I was like, so I had to, like, find it, sign it, scan it, and email it. And just really hope that it worked. And it did.
And it did.
It did. They got it. It worked.
But wow.
Yeah. 6 minutes to spare. So, I got it in. I'm a union steward.
Speaking of, I mean, when this comes out on Thursday, it'll already be after tax day. But if you're 2 days late, oops.
Yeah.
But also file your taxes.
Yeah, you know what's fun? We just got all our stuff filed. And literally today, I got some, or must have been Friday, I got something from comptrollers with an updated, or tax, no, it was comptrollers with an updated W-2. They had to correct my W-2 apparently. I don't know.
Oh, did the numbers change or something?
That must have. Yeah, I haven't compared them side by side yet because I just grabbed the mail. But I was like, man, we just submitted this, so now we got to send an amended one to our accountant for our taxes.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I was annoyed.
I hope I didn't get one.
Might want to double check. Just what I need to be doing all this stuff and then end up going to tax jail for being off by $7,000 on my W-2 or something. Trump administration finally having a reason to lock me up.
They have other reasons to lock you up.
Yeah, they were just waiting for a more overt one, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, if the thing is, though, if I'm going to go to jail for tax fraud, it's going to be
I want it to be good tax fraud. I want it to be
I want to be like Enron levels.
Yeah. Let me spend like
fraud.
a few mil.
Absolutely. But like fun mil.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yes, I want to spend some millions doing like good works, but I also want to spend a couple million buying an island.
Yeah.
Or moving into the Atlantis resort in the Bahamas and living there on the top floor, like that Nickelodeon show with the kid that lives in the hotel.
The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, you mean?
Yeah. That one.
We could, instead of doing like a bachelorette party, we could literally book like an entire penthouse suite of a hotel. Yeah, that would be cool. That's not in our budget.
We just need a few million.
That's all we need.
Yeah. So join our Patreon.
Help us commit tax crimes. Kidding. It's a joke. Don't help us commit tax crimes.
Man. Yeah, no, life's been wild. We are so grateful, though, that all of you have stuck here with us as we've kind of pivoted and taken this podcast in a direction to build community and resilience.
And let's try and help keep our fellow women out of this alt-right pipeline that's happening. Because, girly, they don't give a fuck about you.
They sure don't. Just look at what happened to Elise.
Elise. Oh, yeah. Stefanik. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I thought you meant Myers. I was like...
Oh, nothing that I know of.
That's why I like froze for a second. Yeah, I think it's just... It truly is a tragedy that there are women that could go down that pipeline, but it fucking happens. So don't learn it from a trad wife. Don't be a trad wife.
I use that hashtag every time I post something about my sourdough on our TikTok.
Good.
But yeah, no, it's I think, and also, remember to take breaks for yourself too, folks.
Was that litter?
Sounds like my dog's trying to break into the room.
I fully thought it was Sophie just like digging in litter.
No, they're not. It's only just Cole in here with me. So, as far as I know.
Dun-na.
Yeah.
Dun-na.
She just pops her head out and knocks everything over into her water dish again.
Yes. Finds all the glass things to just right off the table.
Pretty much. She's like, oh, you were using nails and sharp scissors in the living room? I'm going to go step on them.
Because they're not in the scissoring drawer.
Oh, the other thing I also would put in our... So we didn't mention this on Patreon, but as we were painting Garrett's house last week, we talked about how you always lose the razor blade scrapers for things.
Scissors.
Like to scrape your countertop or your cooktop. And scissors, you can never have enough of them.
Or little screwdrivers. Yeah, shit like that lose all the time. We
posited that those all go to the same place that hair ties and dryer socks go.
And bobby pins.
And bobby pins. So then we ended up, talking about a scissoring drawer, as you do. Mm-hmm. But the other thing that I would add to that is a box cutter.
Yes.
Because I swear we have 3 of them in this house.
And never find them.
Never, ever can we find them.
Nope.
It's outrageous. Yep. I don't know if it's that Febreze smell blindness thing, but it's blade blindness.
Yes, sharp blindness, and we can't find anything. It's almost like I put them down and they just absorb into the surface that I put them on and they disappear. It just eats them. Mm-hmm. So that's what we were saying.
Everyone's just eating sharp razors.
Yeah, that's all. So we were saying that they all end up in one drawer and it should be called the scissoring drawer. Because I said,
yes.
Now every time I find a pair, all the scissors go together.
Yes.
Because when I stash them all over the place, I can never find them. So now all the scissors go together in the scissoring drawer. Right. What else would you call
it? Look, if someone listening has a better name for that drawer than scissoring drawer, by all means.
I love how angry
let us know.
She just got...
Because there isn't a better name.
I just love...
Beth may be dead, but... And maybe Little Women happened in the Civil War in Massachusetts. But scissoring drawer is the best name for the drawer with all the scissors.
It went from this cute, funny story to, what else would you call it to? Yeah, what the fuck else would you call it, bitch? That's literally the tone that just took. It got so angry and defiant so fast.
Mm-hmm.
That's rich.
Girlhood.
So, make sure that we are resting because, How are we going to fight the man if we're sleepy? If we're sleepy babies. And find a way to be involved in your local community. Because I think doing this fighting on a local level is going to be very effective for people. Run for your town board.
Yeah.
Town supervisor.
Yeah. And I mean, if the
Mayor.
hands-off protests showed us anything, it's that there are more of us than them.
Yes.
I think in Albany, you were saying the estimate was like 6,000 people showed up, which is a huge amount. I mean, I think the population of the city of Albany is like 100,000. So
more than that. And it was also horrific weather.
It was horrible weather. Yeah. And New York City and DC each had 100,000 people.
That
right?
was the estimate.
So there's.
You're right.
Thanks.
I don't know why I thought it was like 500,000.
No, maybe for the county.
Yeah, I don't know.
But not the city.
Yeah.
But
the Capital District has 1.2 million. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, go ahead. What ADHD?
So, we are out here, and, fostering those community connections is really what's going to protect yourself and protect the people that you care about from whatever it is that they're trying to do. Because what we have seen is that the three branches of government do work. But we, as Cory Booker said, the power of the people will always be greater than that of the people in power. And you just can't let them forget that. And I did see a tweet that was like, here's your reminder that this administration is trying to exhaust you into apathy. So take those breaks.
Yep. Recharge
yourself the way you need to, and show up in a way that is sustainable for you. I know we said it in it was in last week's episode of the Patreon cut, but like, you don't have to win the war on your own, but you can't give up. You can't quit.
Yeah. Because that's what they're banking on. Why give them the satisfaction? And also, I mean, it just feels like life or death. Like, it just feels like you either, like, if you're ever going to fight something, this has to be it. It has to be it.
Right.
Yeah. I think that I would like to think, the optimist in me thinks that history will not look kindly on the actions being taken right now in our federal government. Do I know that for sure? No, but man, I really fucking hope so. And I want to make sure that when my daughter is learning about this in her history class, that I can tell her what we did to try and make the world better for her and safe. And for all that's what this is. It's the future. And I mean, and really, you think about that. I don't know if you're familiar with that quote, but it's like, there's nothing more hopeful than you can do than plant a garden. It's like literally investing in tomorrow. And it's a good metaphor. And
Colbert, what are you doing?
It looks like he's laying in, it's like a ball sack.
Kind of, but it's more of like a basket.
Less of a ball sack, more of a basket.
Yeah.
Oh.
Almost no gangrene.
Oh. Well, tucking the tail. There we go. Nice job. Yeah. Good work.
That's his little spot. It's also wild that he fits in that, considering like when he's out walking around, he's like 17 pounds. He's huge.
He's almost as big as my dog.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Yeah.
Cole.
And Coco is 60 pounds, so he's like a third the size of our dog.
My brain literally, you said Coco, and I don't know why my brain thought Sophie, and you said 60 pounds, and I was like, Katie.
You bit a 60-pound cat?
Something's wrong with Sophie. If she's 60.
She's a liger. I'm going to be on that big cat documentary.
She just walks in. You
Tiger
have like,
King
you literally
2.0.
have just like a bobcat walking around your house.
Why I'm covered in bruises. An ocelot?
Oh my God. So anyway, I want to make sure that with a clear conscience, no matter what the outcome, with a clear conscience, I can tell my child that I did what I could. I tried my best to fight
absolutely.
the good fight. And I can't believe that we're sitting here on the precipice of the Senate voting on a bill to disenfranchise half the women that are registered to vote in this country.
Yeah, it's weird that you're not going to be able to vote if they pass that law.
Yeah. So, it was pretty terrifying and horrific when we lost the ability to have a private conversation with our doctor. And now we could potentially over half of us be disenfranchised. So, pay attention to what is going on.
Yep.
Diversify your news sources, and don't believe everything you see on social media. What other hexes do we want to put out there for our season, the end of our season? Plant your garden.
When in doubt, do what some European lady spies did to the Nazis in World War II and give them all syphilis and VD.
I love that. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. And quick reminder, the U.S. Capitol Switchboard phone number is 202-224-3121. If you want to call your senators and tell them to vote against the SAVE Act.
Yes.
So that maybe people can continue to vote regardless of what their last name is compared to what their birth certificate says. I mean, just so weird. So weird. It's just very bizarre. Especially for, like, this traditional family values thing. Like, I'm supposed to take my husband's last name, right? So why can't I vote? I understand why you can't vote, because you have a vagina.
They're consolidating power to the head of household being a man. Yeah.
Right.
And they also want you thin, hungry, confused, brain fog, all those things that come with being undernourished, pregnant. So stock up on that Plan B, y'all.
Yes. And, support your local Aqua Tofana dispensary.
What is that?
It was a poison used by women in, I think, a Hungarian town in the 1800s to 1900s, where they would just take care of abusive husbands.
Sometimes it do be like that.
Well,
Why are men? So no,
Bernie.
Oh, he's not here. I thought he was still in here, so I just shot him a look and he was gone. Yeah, and I think you're right. I think fostering those community relationships, connecting with people, meeting people in your community, and supporting community organizations that help foster that too. Your libraries.
Yeah. And I think, this show started with the idea that we would end the episodes with, remember to be kind to yourself because the bar is ankle high. So I would say, going forward, remember to be kind to your neighbor.
Yeah.
Because the bar is ankle high, and showing up for each other really is the most we can do.
Yeah. And I mean, even like you think about from an economic standpoint, right? Instead of going out and buying something for yourself, somebody has the thing that you need. Hey, can I borrow that for a weekend? And removing the whole thing from the economy. Because the other part of this is those financial boycotts have been effective.
Really effective.
Yeah. So
not quite as effective as the tariffs have been on the economy, but still quite effective.
What a news cycle. What a fucking news cycle. Fuck. It's just been so stressful. Like it's, my phone buzzes or I like look at my wrist and I'm like, okay. All right. Okay. Let's continue on with the day. It's hard not to spiral. So that locus of control and, SSRIs as long as we can take them. And contacting and I think taking action will make you feel less powerless. So even if, calling, say, Chuck Schumer and being like, hey, why aren't you filibustering? Is a good way to spend your time instead of sitting at home and scrolling the news feed and puking on yourself. So take action, and any way you can, any way that's accessible to you to take action, ask questions, hold people accountable. We need to go back to an era of accountability. And be kind to your neighbor.
Yeah. And be kind to your neighbor. And we'll see you next season.
Yeah. Enjoy your summer. Woo! Fight the power this summer. While you're sweating.
Riot Girl Summer. Because the bar is ankle high. Bye.